Here's some tips to make sure that your spine is garden ready. First of all, before you go out and start your gardening activities, do your spinal range of motion exercises to make sure that your spine is nice and warmed up and ready for the activity that you're about to do. Number two falls into the category of common sense, but let's go over it anyway. First of all, if you're going to be doing a lot on the ground and you tend to have trouble bending over, bring a stool out into the yard. Second of all, don't try and do everything in the same day. If it's going to be too much, don't lift too heavy, bend and lift with your knees. If you're just setting up your garden or you're considering adding to, think about a raised garden bed like this one here. And then third, and probably the most important, is that when you're done with your gardening, don't just go inside and sit right down. Some of the worst spinal flare-ups that I've seen have come from overdoing it in the yard and then going and sitting right down in a recliner, taking a nap. That transition between overdoing it and then sitting down cold is recipe for disaster. So instead, do a little walk around the block, do some inside but very light chores for a few minutes. Let your spine cool down with some movement instead of going right to a seated position. And this will keep you off my table in crisis on Monday morning.